I must really like torturing myself, cause this is Kawasaki Jetski, developed by Data Design Interactive. Perhaps the most infamous developer on the Wii, cause you remember that Billy the Wizard game I played? That was also made by them, and you may remember that I rated it a 1 out of 10. Somehow, they got the rights to the Kawasaki brand, but unfortunately that alone isn't going to save a group that can't make a functioning game to save their life. I knew what I was getting into here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're in for a good time here. I love how they reuse the box art for both the boot up and loading screens. And then that takes us into the same generic recycled menu that Data Design loves to use. Out of all the modes I saw here, Aqua Championship made the most sense to me. I assumed that this was this game's version of Grand Prix mode, and I was correct. Off the bat, I had the choice of Jessica Kane and Kyle Torino. I think I'm mostly going to stick to Jessica. Thanks. How bad can this be? Oh. This is bad.
2, 1, go!
Oh no. Oh no. What is going on with the lighting? Please. That's not just you, the lighting in this is really bad. Why is the sun like directly in my face? The game's not supposed to be that realistic. By realistic, I mean garbage. Dear God, I'm only a minute into the game and I already have so much to say. Why was the starting audio going randomly between the left and right audio channels? Why is the lighting on this map completely blinding me at times? Is this just a basic loop? And also, why is this happening in the middle of London on the river? Is there a story to that? These models look dehydrated? That's insane. This isn't the quality I expected from someone who also worked on G-Force. Yeah, I've barely scratched the surface in regard to the visuals in this game. I imagine Jessica has seen better days. I hope the next track is better. God, this is where the tracks get a little... Okay, let's see. Nope, still bad. What are these tight turns? I gotta say the controls for this game are at least bearable, especially compared to Billy the Wizard. The lack of a nunchuck here helps majorly with that, but that doesn't mean anything if you still can't learn basic level design. I'm glad that the frame rate sucks because if it didn't, I would probably feel like a little motion sick. Yeah, the bobbing through the water here is kinda unbearable. If this was a smooth 30 frames per second, I think this would make me feel a little dizzy. The low frame rate doesn't prevent me from getting stuck though. Are you... How do I back up? 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 There's no backup button? Oh, there's a minus button that respawns you. I guess that's what you're supposed to do? I don't think I'm winning this race, guys. I can't believe this game is so bad that instead of inventing a break button or like a backup button, they just invented a reset button, like a respawn button. Don't think I can sum that up any better. I've noticed many low-budget racing games like this introduce a reset button to cover up the fact that they can't design turns properly. How pathetic is that? Don't worry, now we get to race in what I assume is Italy? Kinda gives me Venice vibes. Oh, why is it so bumpy? Oh god. This sucks. Oh my god, these people can't design a smaller space turn to save their lives. I also think someone needs to check in on Jessica. Why is she bobbing like that? She looks like she's humping the jet ski. I know racing in the water must be a bit exciting, but Jesus, Jess, wait till the kids aren't watching. You know what's messed up? That was only one cup under one of the difficulties. There is so much more to go through, and the even worse part is that it's all the same. There are 3 difficulties, yet if you told me there wasn't, I'd believe you. It doesn't do anything. A little bit of a spoiler alert, since at this point I was only on the beginner difficulty, but I swear these different modes are here just to pad out the game and nothing else. Also, all these cups recycle the same few tracks. I kid you not, you have already seen every environment this game has to offer. At least eventually I figured out that the balloons that they put on the track do have a purpose. You'll see there's a nitro bar in the bottom right, and if you have enough in the meter, shaking the Wii remote gives you a boost. Thank God I can beat this game just a little bit quicker. I'm also really confused about the percentage counter on the file select. All of these DDI games have them. How am I already at 70%? I just started. And also, it's stated at exactly this amount for the rest of the game. I don't get it. At least eventually, I unlocked another character. Oh, thank God, we have Amber Blaze. I like when it does that random, like, garbage noise sound when you select a cup. I love that. I swear I'll never run out of things to say about this game. Why is there a random loud bass boost sound every time I load a new cup? I kept discovering these things while playing the same tracks over and over again. The only positive thing I can say about that is because I had to play them so many times, I eventually learned the best ways to get around these tight turns. But even then, I never fully mastered it. I don't even think Chad will save us from this monstrosity. Well, you know what? Let's play as Chad Hardwick. Oh, yeah. Yeah, back to Jessica. Place. Yeah, when you finish a race, it sometimes just says place, so that's cool. I'm gonna assume it was supposed to say first place and the voice line was cut off, but who knows with this game. Oh yeah, I also randomly experienced this.
What? 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 Oh. What was that?
Cool, yeah, nothing wrong with that. After almost 3 hours of mind-numbing racing, I had finally played every part of the Aqua Championship that I could, so before I wrapped things up, I gave the 2 other main modes a try. The first is Balloon Challenge, and... Wait, what is that? Is that a Ninja Bread Man? That's Ninja Bread Man. They put references to their other games in here. Bruh. I'm pretty sure the other one is like the... Isn't that like one of the Trixie Toyland ones? Yeah, they are alarmingly proud of their other works. I'm glad the one thing they have to remind you about is all the other crimes they committed on the Wii. And yeah, there's nothing to say about these 2 modes. This one is just collecting balloons, and the other one, Stunt Challenge, is a really cool idea that sounds fun. But the issue is, this game is the complete opposite. Okay, if you shake your Wii remote, you land it. Okay. Gotcha. Oh. It doesn't work very well, but yes, that is... This sucks. Why is my spawn point against the wall here? Okay, yeah, I'm done with this game. That was Kawasaki Jetski. What else do you expect me to say about it? I don't even care to know what K points are. This is so pathetic. It may not be as bad as Billy the Wizard, but the bar with that is in hell. This is still a complete waste of time. Like I said earlier, for a data design game, it actually controls quite okay. But maybe you should have focused that energy on making everything else just as good as well? Just an idea. They probably should have tried that before going bankrupt 4 years afterwards. Let's just get to the ratings. I've pointed out everything I need to here. I rated this a 2, cause yeah, it's playable, but even calling it a competent game is kind of a stretch. The fact that Kawasaki gave permission to data design out of all people really shows what a weird era the Wii put the console gaming world into. There are so many companies that allow developers to use their name on a half-baked game just because it was on the Wii, a popular console. That alone must mean any game will sell 1 million copies. Right? I have nothing else to add. Don't play this game unless you want some cheap laughs for an hour, and that's it. Thanks for watching.